slogan is, we build with Zion, we belong to Zion, we believe in Zion.
Very good.
All colors. Green represents growth and white represents purity. Our missionary motto and theme song, Blooming All for Jesus. Our missionary hymn is I Would Be True. I founded and became the first bishop of the A.M.E Church. Also, I was a strong opponent of slavery and openly supported its abolition. I often preached sermons on this subject and fought for equal rights for African Americans. I am James Farrick.
I am remembered as the fine Christian woman who founded and organized the Young Women's Home and Foraging Missionary Society for the purpose of helping young youth develop into young Christian missionaries. In Salisbury, North Carolina, I organized the first interdenominational group of youth who delighted in carrying flowers to the sick and elderly and to the grave of the soldiers in the National Cemetery. I am Victoria Richardson.
We are ambassadors for Christ. Our colors are navy blue, representing truth and loyalty, gold, representing heaven and honor, Christ for every youth for Christ.
Youth hymn and theme song. Our hymn is Take My Life and Let It Be, and our theme song is Give of Your Best to the Master.
Our anniversary is observed on the Sunday nearest January the 12th.
I am one of the many schools established by the A.M.E. Zion Church during Reconstruction years to help the literacy among free men. I have a proud heritage as a Christian college, striving to prepare men and women to be lifelong learners, active participating citizens, and good stewards in society. I am Clinton College.
Very good.
In 1870, 5 years after the abolishment of slavery, people in a small community called Still Hill gathered in homes to hold prayer meetings. I am A.M.E. McKinnon.
Our gatherings grew and we needed a larger space to meet, so 6 of us were elected to plan and procure a place to worship. I am Lewis Mason.
Very good.
It was about 1877 when we talked with A.W. Hill, a white landowner, about purchasing a small piece of his land. He agreed to sell a small parcel of land and we purchased it for $60. I am Wesley Hill.
On February 10, 1880, a conveyance of real estate was drawn up for a small parcel of land, just over 4 acres. I am Eli Bell.
Very good.
This land, as specified in the terms of the sales, was to be used exclusively for the building of a church and for educational purposes. My name is Anderson Heath.
The Brush Harbor was first recorded church building, and the first recorded church building was in 1865. A few years later, a school and an arbor was built. I'm Kip Stenson. We are the founding trustees of Stillville.
All right.
I was born in 1915 to the late Willie and Pearlie Lindsay Morrison, and married to the late Esteline Crow Morrison. For half a century, I pastored at several churches during my lifetime, and some called me the community preacher, because I was called upon to marry couples in both North Carolina and South Carolina. Just a little of one of my favorite poems. If you think some praise is due him, now's the time to slip it to him. for he cannot read his tombstone when he's dead. Who am I?
Who is it?
I am Reverend Robert Allen Morrison Sr.
I am a native of Van Wyck, South Carolina, one of 4 children born to the late Robert Crowford Sr. and the late Betty Crowford. I have more than 30 years of church leadership, and I am the first female pastor of this church. A scripture I live by, Proverbs 3:1-6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Who am I? I am Reverend Scott.
Thank you so much to our youth and our children for their presentation today. This is basically just a little precursor to Black History Month. So we wanted to present a little information about our missionary founders, our CD founders, a little bit of A.M.E. Zion history or notable information, and also some of our serial nobles. Thank you very